You know what the cool thing about this bike is? That not a load of people have it. So people always want to have a look at it, especially when you come to a cafe. Hang on, whose is that?
Hey, Mac.
We're here with Susie Cheetham's Cervélo P5X. Now, Susie has come 6th at the Ironman World Championships in 2015, and she's currently one of the top long-distance female triathletes in the world. So let's take a look at her setup. So we should probably start with the most obvious part, which is the frame. And this is a beam frame design, meaning it hasn't got a seat tube. And this is essentially to smoothen out the airflow around the frame and the back wheel, and therefore creating less drag. And to take things a step further, they've tried to fully integrate the storage. So we have storage here, here, and here. So for things like your spares or things that you don't need to access on the ride, you can store down in these two compartments because they're not quite as accessible. But then we have storage on the top tube, which is for things like nutrition and gels, with a nice, easily accessible opening with a zip pouch. And whilst it looks like a very complex bike, it's actually really adjustable. By just loosening off a screw here, you can change the height of the tri-bar and the pads, and you can even move the pads in and out quite easily, or even flip the whole thing round to bring the pads that much closer to really get into that optimal aerodynamic position. And Cervélo have really left no stone unturned here, because when it comes to traveling with this bike, the base bar actually splits in half to make packing away that bit easier. And moving on to the gears, she has got Shimano Dura-Ace Di2. And as with a lot of top TT bikes nowadays, she has the choice of changing gear on the TT bars and on the bull horns. Say for instance, she wanted to change gear whilst cornering, descending, climbing, she can still do so without having to lean forward to the end of the bars. She's running the Shimano Dura-Ace Di2 9071 front and rear mech with a Shimano Dura-Ace 1128 cassette. And moving on to the crankset, she has got the Rotor 2-in-power power meter, which is a dual side power meter. And on that she has the Rotor Q rings in a 54-42 setup. And then on the end of the cranks, she has the Aero Lucchio blade pedals. And finishing with the group set, you probably have noticed that she's running the Ceramicspeed OSPW jockey wheels. And then come race day, she swaps out the chain for the Ceramicspeed UFO chain. Now onto the wheels. Susie has actually been riding HED since the start of her triathlon career, even before she was sponsored by them. And here she's got the HED Jet 6 on the front and HED Jet 9 on the rear. And she's actually got customized decals with her name, Susie Cheetham, and Ironman Championships 17. And these are disc brake specific wheels for the P5X, where she's actually using the mechanical TRP high road disc brakes. And she's using the ISM PS 1.1 saddle, which is a split nose saddle, allowing her to get further forward on the saddle and to tilt her hips around into a more aerodynamic position. And I know Susie's been working on her position a lot lately, and you can see that at the front with her pole setup and her pads. It's very tight on the poles, and she's used the Drag to Zero cups and pads to hold her elbows in place more relaxed and comfortably. Now the wheels are currently set up with a 25mm Continental Grand Prix 4000 tyre, but we do know come race day, Susie will be swapping those out for a 25mm Continental Grand Prix TT tyre. And on to some of the finishing touches. She has got the Wahoo Element Bolt bike computer just in front of her XLab Torpedo aero bottle with a straw so that she can stay in position while she takes fluid on board. And then she has a bottle behind the saddle as well. And she's got them held in place using the XLab bottle cages. So that is Susie Cheetham's Cervélo P5X. And if you like this bike, give it a thumbs up. And to see more videos like this, just click on the globe to subscribe to GTN. And to see our TT versus road bike on a climb video where I actually ride the P5X, just click up here. And to see our T1 transition tips from the elites, just click down here.